Then Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, compassion and his concern with the ladies, his concern with the rights of women. This would be totally wrong to think that Islam does not fulfill the rights of women. This hadith has been related by Imam Muslim in Kitabul Ashribah, and it is transmitted by Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He relates that there was a Persian neighbor of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a neighbor. Inna jaran li Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam Farsiyan from Persia. He was neighbor in Medina sallallahu alaihi wasallam, neighbor to Holy Prophet. One day he arranged some dinner for Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He cooked dinner and went to Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam house to invite him on the dinner. When he invited Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to come for dinner, at that time Ummul Mumineen Sayyida Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha was sitting next to Holy Prophet. He requested Ya Rasulullah to come to my house for dinner. But he invited just Holy Prophet, only Holy Prophet. And he didn't invite Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha to accompany him. Holy Prophet asked, Wahadehi, what about Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha? He said, La, the Farsi Persian. The Persian neighbor said, No, Ya Rasulullah, she is not invited. I am extending my invitation to you, to yourself. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he said La, then Holy Prophet replied, La. If you say La, then I also say La. No. Then again Holy Prophet asked, Wahazehi. He said, Ya Rasulullah, please come to my dinner. Holy Prophet again said, Wahazehi. What about this Aisha? He said, La. Holy Prophet again replied, La. La for La. He again invited Ya Rasulullah, please come to my dinner. He said, Wahazehi. What about Aisha? He said, La. Holy Prophet said, La for La. If you say no, I say no. When this happened 3 times, then he understood that Holy Prophet does not want to come to dinner without al-Mu'mineen Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha. This is the consideration of the rights of women in the life of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To take them to dinners. Our brothers and the Pakistani families, they have to think, do they take their wives and families to dinner on the weekends? The answer would be La. They are just in their houses to cook for them, and they are not allowed to go for dinner. This is not jaiz. So we have to reform, to change our lives in the light of the Sunnah of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he said, Yes, Ya Rasulullah. Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa is also invited, please take her with you. Then Holy Prophet ﷺ went, and Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha also accompanied with him, and they went for the dinner. Let me mention an interesting thing of ulama. Since majority of ulama are men, so when they interpret the hadith, they will interpret according to their own sex. They are males. So after mentioning this hadith, many ulama write that this event took place before the verse of hijab was revealed. They say this event took place before the verse of hijab was revealed. The question is, even this event was before the verse of hijab was revealed, even it was after the verse of hijab was revealed, what the verse of hijab has to do with this event? If it was before verse of hijab, So after verse of hijab, they can go with their husbands with hijab. So they want to explain that no, this was not permissible afterwards. Because the society is male-dominant society. But I have seen some of my friends and some of my sons. He said, after my wife has heard the lectures of my lectures on TV in favor of the rights of women, I am in too much trouble in my house. The whole situation has turned. Now I have to cook. My wife says cooking is not our duty. I have to clean. She says, Qibla Huzur has said cooking and cleaning is not our duty. So I have to do everything. She says these things are not our duty. Umm al-Mumineen